it's less expensive to build the canvas, especially if you have a big one like this, than to get one from the shop. This is 90 times 120 centimeters, and it costs me about 15 euros and some work. It's also not perfect because it's the first time I did this, but yeah, I think it's quite decent and good enough. This will be a painting for my uncle and a friend of the family for their shop. And yes, let's see. The point of this video is if you're a professional, if you want to be a professional, then, you know, explore what is possible. See what's out there and what you can use for your profession, whether it's painting or something else. Get the easy, the efficient, the cheap way, and use those to find the best way. Because I'm not trying to say be cheap, have low quality stuff, you know, whatever means are necessary. Make the best and have those as a guideline to create your own way, probably. Because it's possible. How to paint anything you want. It's fairly easy. Let me show you. All you need is a canvas, some paint stuff, brushes, colors, and so on. One of those tripods. You take this off, and the secret sauce, which many might not agree with, but I think it's fair, it's technology, is this. I imagine that not everyone agrees with this. Probably some say it's not really painting, but it's just copying. And I see that point. But, you know, you can have both. Learning to paint and using technology to make it easier for you. And if you can't paint, then using technology to make it possible for you. So when adjusting in whichever way needed is done, you can just go ahead with a pencil like this, for example, and trace out the features which are important, and then just use a paint to make it as you wish. This is the whole thing. This is useful, and you also need a phone to connect it to, or a laptop or an iPad, and then you can prepare your paintings as you wish in Procreate, for example. I always do that. And sometimes just pictures, and then you just copy it, you know, in order to get the volumes right, to get the colors and so on. You still have to know your stuff, that it can look like a picture, for example, but it's very easy to use this to get proportions right, yeah, to find out how you like it. So, as you can see, I have traced pretty much everything I need. Just the locations and a little bit of the shading. So it's fairly easy. It's really quick, and you know, talking from a perspective, whether it's legitimate. I mean, if you're a good artist already, if you know the fundamentals, then I think you can use whatever means in order to make your work quicker, more efficient, especially if you're living of it, as some of you might do. And yes, I think it's just as the old masters, they have used grids, for example. Not everyone just knew how to paint by heart, or always did that. I mean, they knew that, but they didn't always do that if it was easier somehow otherwise. And we shouldn't always make it easy for ourselves, but circumstances arise, and I think then it's legitimate to do that. Don't forget to learn the fundamentals and to know how to paint something like that fairly well without using this. But I think it's a technology, and why should we not be allowed to use this technology? I mean, there's a whole controversy about it and about AI art and so on, which is not really the topic of this. I just want to show you how to make your life easier, and even if you're not the best painter yet, get reasonably good results in especially stuff like portraits and perspective, where you just not are where you want to be. So yeah, I think this is pretty much it. I will now use the paint and stuff to work from here, and yeah, this is it. Thank you very much. See you soon.